Hey Maximizers, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Crystal. This is another one of my vulnerable videos, guys. This is actually my April 2019 budget recap. So we're gonna go through my April budget and see how I did, if I stayed on budget, if I stayed on track, and what my budget goals were, and if I met them, okay? If this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. Please click that subscribe button. Here in the Maximizer realm, we discuss a lot of topics. As a Maximizer, I'm showing everyone how couponing can really impact your life, and how saving at the grocery store and on household items can really impact your finances in a big way, okay? So please hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you here, a part of the Maximizer family, and you do not want to miss any of my videos. There's such amazing things coming for the month of May. I'm so excited, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to talk about April and see how I did in April and not beat myself up too much. Before I flip the camera, I literally just want to say that if I could throw April away financially, I would throw it away and start over again. Because I did make some mistakes. And April was probably one of the most hot mess months I've had thus far this year, and it's only 4 months in. But guess what? I'm staying positive because May and the rest of the year is going to be better. It's May 1st today, and I've already start off on the right foot. And it's going to be better. And the fact that I'm just learning from my mistakes and figuring it out is the best way, okay? So let's go ahead, flip the camera over, and we are going to talk about the April budget, okay? Okay, Maximizers, this is as good as it's going to get with this overhead contraption that I have. I am in the market to look for a new one, so I'm going to scour Amazon until I find one that is great. So this is my monthly spread, and every month I go through and I write in all of my due dates, all of my credit cards, all of my bills. Anything that needs to get paid is here. Everything here has been paid because it is now May 1st. Everything has been paid, and everything has cleared my bank account. So I'm super excited for that. Super happy that everything went through appropriately. I'm bad, and there is a place for you to come in and check paid, but I didn't do that. So I will definitely do that in the future, but I didn't do it this time, okay? So that is my monthly spread. I just wanted to go over that. So everything that I had here was good except for this. You see this budget sticker right here? I plan to do my May budget on Saturday the 27th, and yeah, that didn't get done, all right? So my May budget will be up tomorrow because I didn't do it over the weekend, but I'm going to get better. So this is just a monthly overview. And for those of you who are new, this is a happy planner, a classic happy planner. I bought larger rings from Amazon, and this is actually a budget planner, and I used the budget extension pack along with that. I don't do the weekly for budgeting because that's just too much, so I just do the monthly, and then you'll see how I break it up paycheck by paycheck. So check out my April budget setup. It'll be linked in the iCards here and also at the end of the video. Check that out so you can see how I set up everything, okay? Then this is my expenses. So I didn't write down everything that I should have, and I know in May I'm going to do better. So this is all of my expenses except for bills. So all of my expenses, anything that I bought, I put here for the most part. I know that in April, I did not keep track of everything as I should have, and I know I need to do better. There is a lot of wants in here because I did go out of town, and I went to the Millennium Tour concert, and that was a want. So I put this trip down as a want because it wasn't like a necessity, like something I really needed to do. It's just something I wanted to do with my sister and my sorority sisters. So that is what I did. So you're going to see a lot of wants for the trip, but I did have a set aside budget for the trip that I went over. So if you watched my debt video, you will know that I did go over my trip budget. And if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I can't even remember how much I budgeted. No, I budgeted $300 for the car rental as well as the hotel. And as far as spending money, I can't remember if I budgeted like $300 or $400, but that included, you know, Kinsley, because she was there as well, so I had to, you know, make sure she was taken care of. I had to make sure she was taken care of for what she needed and things of that nature. So just to be honest with you, It's been such a crazy and hectic month. I didn't even write down the budget that I had. But in the future, starting today, any trips that I budget for, they're going to be in my planner. I'm going to have a separate sheet budgeted out for the trip. Like I have a conference I'm going to in June. So I'm going to do a sheet, a budget out next month when I set up June. There's going to be a budgeted amount so I can see and you guys can see this is how much I'm planning for each item. And for some things, I am going to take out cash so I don't go over budget and I don't get swipe happy and use credit cards. So this one actually comes with the budget planner, but they only give you one sheet, which sucks. So this actually comes from the extension pack, and I have multiple expense tracker sheets because I do have more expenses. So this month, my honest goal, which actually, no, I'll tell you about the goals later. But anyways, this is everything. And if you look on this page over here, I was really naughty with, outside of the trip food that was necessities, all this lunch, dinner, and snacks. Like, that was so wasteful. And wait until I tell you how much I spent. Ooh, Jesus. But anyways, writing down your expenses helps. It literally helps me see every month what did I spend my money on. How I do this, I literally look at my bank account because I don't use cash for anything. I look at my bank account and I see what I have. I'm lying. I used cash for the trip. So I took out like, I want to say like maybe $300 and I went over that. So all of that was blown. So that is not accounted for in here. So anywho, writing down your expenses really helps you to see where your money is. It gives you a picture of, wow, this is where my money went. So in May, I'm going to be even tighter with it because I really want to see exactly where every single cent of my money is going and why I'm wasting it. So every month I'm getting better. I'm still making mistakes, but every month I am truly getting better. Okay, so that's my expenses. Now, I have a sheet that's literally just my couponing expenses. I coupon using my rebate at money. So I coupon using Ibotta. Let me move this over so we can just look at couponing for now. I coupon using Ibotta, Shopkicks, Checkout 51. All of my couponing comes 100% from there and any change that I have in my purse. Because I don't want to spend my own money on couponing and I don't want to put that in my budget. So I'm making sure that I do enough rebates and I Shopkick enough and I scan enough receipts so that I'm able to fund my couponing. So I keep all my couponing receipts and every week I write down how much I spent at each store. If it came from a credit card, debit card, or whatever. And I don't put want or need because couponing is couponing. And I give away stuff. I keep stuff I need. So for this, I just put where I get it from. So basically, everything came from my PayPal debit card. And people ask me about that all the time. I cash out all of my rebates to PayPal that can be cashed out. And then I ordered a debit card from PayPal. And I just swipe that while I'm in the store. So this month for couponing, I spent $104.93 on couponing. And this is a lot of transactions. And we got a lot of stuff. Like so much for this $104.93. So that is amazing in my opinion. And that's down. There was 5 Sundays in March. But in March, our total for couponing was $149.55. So it's looking like I'm spending about $25 a week for couponing, and I think that's amazing. I think $25 is a great budget to have when you're starting off the coupon. Any more than that can be excessive. So that is couponing expenses, okay? And over here we have my income tracker. So basically, I budget out how much I'm going to make only from my main job in YouTube. YouTube pays you a month later. So I'll know like tomorrow how much I'm going to get paid in May because it's based off your April earnings. And then my day job, my 9 to 5, the pay is always the same. So I know exactly what I'm going to be getting. Of course, I was 3 cents off, but 3 cents is not anything to, cry about. So I budget those two, but everything else I don't budget. I just do the best that I can. I don't really set a budget. So what happened? So my main job, I got exactly what I thought. YouTube, I got exactly what I budgeted. Ibotta, I made $60 this month from Ibotta. Shopkicks, I got $20. And I will admit that I did not Shopkick nearly as much as I need to, want to, or should in April because I was so busy. Watch my Maximizer update. It gives you a little key and hint into why I was so busy and what happened with my life. That will be linked in the iCards as well, so check that out. I did not redeem anything from Checkout 51 and Saving Star. For both of those, you have to have at least $20 to cash out. And I'm close to $20, but I wasn't quite enough to cash out for April. But I definitely will be cashing out to them in May. Teamy, I do earn a commission when I, promote the Teamy product. So anytime you use my discount code, thank you so much. It really literally helps to support me. I made $37.49 from Teamy, and I appreciate it so much. Selling my stockpile. I do sell my stockpile. I sell literally only to my coworkers. Literally, my coworkers, I work in a semi-big company. No, I'm not gonna lie. I work at a bigger company, and my coworkers know that I coupon, and literally every single week someone wants something. So I'll just make bags, and I go into the store, go into the call center. I work in a call center, and they just buy things from me, or I take orders and things of that nature. So I do sell my stockpile. Video coming soon on how I sell my stockpile and how I price everything. But I made $83 selling my stockpile. And then I started to do one-on-one coaching, and I made $43 this much from coaching, which I was excited about, super excited about. I'm generating more income like online and things, so that makes me so excited to literally be able to earn money from the internet, because I have been trying to do it for so long. So the total that I earned, I want to double check and make sure that this total is right. So let me just double check. For the month of April, I earned $5,781.81. Okay? Don't ask me where it went. So that is my income that I earned. So income was obviously more than I expected, because I don't know, I don't budget out for anything else. So I'm just grateful that I earned that much money, okay? For the next thing, I want to show you guys just a little bit of recap. I, list out all my paychecks. I do get paid weekly. So, whoops, I moved it. Oh, I hope you guys could see all of that. Through, and I write down what to pay with every paycheck. And again, everything has been paid. Everything has been rectified. And then if you don't know, with my fourth paycheck, I pay the things that are due between the 1st and the 5th, because most of the Fridays fall the 5th or later. So I make sure that all my bills that are due the 1st or the 5th are paid with my fourth paycheck of the month. Hope that makes sense, okay? All right, so let's get into the budget. Let me see. So let's get into the budget. And this is all of my monthly expenses outside of debt. I have a whole debt review video, so I'm not going to go through debt here. So just through my budget. So rent, water, trash, and sewer was exactly what I expected at $13.09. Internet was exactly $68.55. Gymnastics was $90. BoxyCharm was $22.58 as expected. DirecTV was $65.08 as expected. Let's see. iTunes $19.98 as I expected. Netflix was $11.91. My phone bill for AT&T was exactly $344.65. My electric was less than we budgeted for, $66.64. And I always just keep that at $75 because my bill has never been over $75. So that's why I keep it at that. Disney was exactly $62.48. For those of you who don't know, I live in Central Florida, and I feel like Disney passes are a necessity. I'll reevaluate. I am supposed to renew next month, and Kinsley is well over the age to pay at Disney, so I need to get her a pass. So I'll need to evaluate if that's going to be financially responsible for our family. And I also need to evaluate how it impacts us, because in the summer, we go to the water parks at least 6 or 7 times. So having the annual pass, if I went to Disney water parks 6 or 7 times, that would be, it's like $60 for a water park ticket for me and Kinsley. So that would be well over $600 if I opted to do water parks just 6 times in the summer. That's like twice a month. That would be $600. So I need to see it. It may be effective. It may be financially responsible for me to keep those, because that is, 4 parks, 2 water parks that I can go to, plus discounts all around here. So it's something that I will reevaluate for my budget. But I've had them almost the entire time that I've lived in Central Florida. So I definitely see it as a benefit as far as entertainment goes and when family comes in town. So I will most likely keep it. But I will definitely have that conversation amongst myself, LOL. Geico was actually down to $159.50. Daycare was exactly $540. SunPass. I actually spent $30 on SunPass this month. Outside of going out of town, my sister was in town with me. We drove all over the world. We went so many places, and I went to a couple events this month. And if you are familiar with Central Florida, we have tons of toll roads, but they save you so much time. So it cuts a commute down by at least 15 to 20 minutes. And in some cases, it was like, I need to get to the place quick in a hurry, so I opted to take the toll. So that is why I'm over my $15 allotment. Beauty, I only spent $100, so I'm under beauty. I did manage to save my $120. Grocery, I was under at $185. But I will let you know that I did spend some of my grocery money eating out, which I'll get to on the budget review, which I am promising myself that this month I am not doing that. I am literally not eating out. I'm going to eat ham sandwiches and sausages and lettuce before I eat out. Before I'm lazy, I'm going to just drive home, because on the next page, I'll describe how much money I'm spending on food and how it's really bothering me. And on top of that, I'm not spending that much money on groceries. Like, I did not spend $185 on groceries. Like, I spent, out of this, all of this is what I spent on food out of that. So 10, 15, 25, 31, 50, 60, 70. So this 85 is literally eating out, and the 100 is groceries. Oh, I got lipstick on here. The 85 is eating out and the 100 is groceries. But I use my grocery budget because I've always been like, oh, it's food. Take it from the grocery budget. It's food. Take it from the grocery budget. But I want to reduce my grocery budget because I'm not using it that much. So I could literally be saving an additional $100, putting that to snowball. But I'm eating it. And I know I'm getting off topic. I'm supposed to be going through the budget. But I want to give you guys my thought process and everything. So it's less than last month, but still too much. Personal, had a lot of personal things to handle. I shared in my Maximizer update just briefly. I did have some health things going on I had to pay for. I had some other personal things I paid for. I did get engaged, and I did buy some things associated with, you know, the whole wedding and getting married. I was super duper excited. So it's something I'm going to have to pay for anyway in the future, so I'm not upset with the investment. But I just did not expect to spend $430 this month on personal items. And also, I went out of town, so some of my out-of-town money is included in that personal because I did go over budget. I only $100 of my Jesus money has cleared so far. And I have another 100 on the way that is pending, so that will be reflected in the May budget because it just hasn't cleared my bank account yet, okay? So, with that being said, the actual amount, let me move this up some so you can see. And I apologize if this is crooked. Y'all know I'm working on it. So, I budgeted for $3,429.26, which is really $3,449 because I forgot to put that $20 for daycare. But I actually spent $3,731.31. I was over budget by $282.05. Okay. In this personal, I freaking bought a purse, which is a whole nother story for another day. So I was over by $282.05. I had $254.22 left over. Well, $234.22 left over. So I was about $50 over what I had extra in my account, if that makes sense. So I did pull from my savings account to make sure that I had enough money to cover everything. So that is why I'm saying in May, I'm going to be more strict with my money, because whenever I see my account getting low or I know I overspent, I'll just grab money from my savings, and I need to stop doing that. So in May, my goal is to be the most disciplined with myself with this budget and literally stick to it and not do anything out of the way to jeopardize that unless it is a true emergency, because I just financially can't afford it. I shouldn't have this much money and still not be able to debt snowball, which I didn't get to do this month because I was doing things that I probably shouldn't have done. Besides paying for the things I needed to pay for, yeah, so that is my budget. That is what I did, okay? And I did make these debt payments and everything that I was supposed to do, all right? There's a whole video on my debt and going over that. So if you want to know about my debt, click the video about the April 2019 debt update and you'll be able to see that. Let's talk about these here goals. I didn't accomplish any of these. I didn't make progress on any of these goals. 10 no spend days, I think I did 2. I didn't keep track also. I wasn't diligent with keeping track of my money. That is what I need to do. You have to be smart. You have to be intentional with your money, or else literally you're just spending and you have no idea where your money went. Like, that has happened to me way too much, and holding myself accountable is really important. And I'm moving into a new season of life, and I really cannot afford to legitimately waste money like I have been doing for years, and the buck stops here. The generational curse of not being able to manage your money appropriately, it stops here. I refuse to pass on just because this is what my family did or what my parents did. I refuse to pass that on to Kinsley and future children, because this is not the way to live. It's not the way to live. So I'm going to be better. I have no choice but to be better. And May is the month that I turn it all around, and it's going to be better. $100 snowball to J. Crew, did not do. $100 extra to savings, did not do. I actually spent some of my savings. So that was a whole nother issue. So next month, we're going to be better. I've already beat myself up about it enough, but I picked myself up and I'm like, listen, girl, the silver lining in all of this, the good of this is that there has been times in my life where my bank account has been negative for months, where I'll get paid, pay stuff, and it's negative again. Gratefully, those times are behind me, and I'm in a place where I can at least pay my bills, be a little irresponsible, and I still have enough money. I hope that makes sense, but I'm tired of being irresponsible and just barely making it, because those times are over. I am generating more than enough income to do everything that I need to do. All right, so that was my goals. I did not make progress on them at all, but guess what? Like I said, next month we're going to make progress, okay? Last but not least, the budget review. So I used the budget review to just kind of reflect with you guys and give you a little more detail, which I already rambled about a little bit, about what I did, okay? So first thing I want to highlight is that I forgot to put gas in my budget. And I budget $100 per month for gas. I had it, if you can see, I have gas budgeted. For my paychecks, I have gas budgeted, right? $25 a week for gas. But on here, you see I have a question mark. Whoops. Oh, I'm ripping it. You see I have a question mark because I forgot to budget the gas out. I didn't put my $100 for gas. So I was all messed up, right? So I want to make sure in May that I put my gas in, and I went over budget by $40. Again, my sister was in town. We were driving all over the world. I went to some events this month, and I had to drive some places. So I went $40 over my gas budget, which is really abnormal. Eating out, I spent $161.81 eating out, and that is outside of my trip. I didn't include the trip eating out because I was away. I'm eating out, like, nobody's cooking while they're away. So I spent $161. Now that's less than the $199 I spent in March. So, but it's still way more than what I wanted to spend. This month I'm doing nothing. It's gonna be Kinsley's birthday. The only thing, and that's gonna be a whole separate budget because her birthday budget is separate. So I'll probably engage in eating some pizza, and that'll be my eating out for the month. But outside of that, there's going to be no Chinese. There's going to be no Chipotle. I am not doing it to myself. Not this month. Donations and gifts, miscellaneous. Kinsley gets invited to birthday parties all the time, and we have to bring a gift. I usually don't spend any more than about $10 to $12 on a gift. And then also I donated to one of my cousins, to her college. And so I did some additional things this month that I didn't really plan on doing, but they were good things that needed to get done. So I did spend $77 on donations and birthday gifts. Personal, I was $431 on personal things, but those are things that could not be avoided. And some things that I indulged in. I did buy a purse. I bought a whole purse. because I wanted a grown-up purse, and I spent more than I should have. I spent $200 on a purse, y'all. But I have not bought myself a purse in probably 2.5 years, and I do not have an adult tote bag. So that is an investment, and I'll probably keep that thing forever. So I'm not even upset with myself. And yeah, I splurged. I splurged with some of my YouTube money. I can't lie to you. And I didn't even budget that correctly, and I didn't even input that in correctly. So next month, I'm going to be better. SunPass, I was $15 over my total. I gave myself $15, but I was at $30 total for SunPass. Other things I want to review. I didn't do any debt snowball because I was busy splurging and being irresponsible. I was over my vacation trip budget, which is another thing that I didn't give myself enough money for the things that I planned to do because I went to a concert. So there was lots of eating out. There was lots of group eating out. I had some crabs and they were not good. So I went and bought more crabs because I was like, I don't want this bad taste in my mouth. So I overspent a little bit. I used my credit cards. I increased my debt this month. So, oh my God. I used my credit card. So I was, like I said, I was real reckless and irresponsible. I used some credit cards. And I had to use some of my trip. I have a bank account that I, save money towards trip and debt pay down. And I had to use some of that / my savings money because I was so over budget, because I was living so recklessly. So, in conclusion, my friends, April was a little rough for me, and I just want to do better in May. All I can say to you all is that I'm going to do better in May. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I may even do a mid-month review just to see where I am with you guys, because that really holds me accountable. I get so nervous knowing that I have to get on camera and share with you guys what the heck went wrong. What did I do wrong? So that part really holds me accountable. So I think I may do like a mid-month check-in. I see Shay Budgets do them all the time. I watch Erica Life Vlogs, and she does like weeklies every time she gets paid and we get to see her. So I think I'm going to do that just for my own sake. So if I'm, being reckless a little bit, at least I can give myself a slap and a redirect, because I always do good for the first few days and then I just go off the beaten path. So that is what I want to leave you with. I really hope that this helps someone. It's helped me already. It's very therapeutic. I think out loud. That's why I really enjoy making videos for you guys. Being able to just hear myself talk and reflect on what I did good, what I can improve on, is really going to help me in May. So I really hope this helps someone. If you have questions, comment those down below. I am looking for grace. I know that I, share a lot with you guys. I'm sharing my most personal business, which is my finances. So I just look for grace and understanding, and just know that I'm doing the best that I can at this point in my life with the tools that I'm given, and I'm striving to do better. Okay, so that's all we can do. If you have any tips or tricks or suggestions for me, I welcome them with open arms. I just ask that you give them to me in the nicest way that you can, and I will be very receptive, and I will do my best to try to implement if that's gonna work well for me or something that I want to try out. Okay, I appreciate all of your love and support. If you're interested in getting more content from me and being a part of a stronger community, think about joining my Patreon community. There is a link in the description box. There is a video you can watch as well that tells you a little bit more about it. But I'll be doing a lot more behind the scenes and live sessions and things over there for you all, okay? Again, if you have questions, please comment those down below. And that is it, Maximizers, for our April 2019 budget recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed reflecting over the month and seeing what I did good and what I can improve on and how I can just make May better. So I'm just trying to elevate and do 10 times better in May with my money. And I'm literally going to write down every single thing that I spend, so that way I can really see a 100% clear picture, unfiltered, of everything that I'm spending, okay? So again, I hope this helps you as much as it has helped me. It's been very therapeutic. If you're interested in more, go ahead, join that Patreon community. You're going to get lots of behind the scene things there. But as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.